20 years ago, on a beautiful day much like this one, our country, our people changed forever. In just over an hour, 2 planes collided into the towers of the World Trade Center. A third struck the west side of the Pentagon, and a fourth crashed down in a field in Pennsylvania. The worst act of terrorism in our nation's history.
When routine flights became deadly weapons, ordinary passengers used their final moments to save more innocent lives, and quite likely, this Capitol. When clear blue skies clouded with smoke, first responders rushed fearlessly toward the biggest calls of their careers, and for too many, their last. As families grieved and cities mourned, citizens, volunteers piled up prayers, donations, and patriotism into mountains of goodwill, even higher than the piles of rubble.
We had the sense to know there was something more important than politics. We stood together, united, proud to be Americans. We flew the American flag in homes across the country to honor the first responders who lost their lives and to celebrate the undying American values that a cowardly act of terrorism could not extinguish.
Now, it's been a long road since 9/11. Our country has changed in ways we could have scarcely imagined back then. But one thing does not change: our obligation to remember and honor every single American we lost that day. We honor the memory of the parents who never came home, the friends never seen, and the countrymen and women taken too soon from our midst. We mourn also for those lost in the aftermath of the attack, the first responders who, like our armed forces, thought not of themselves, but of their fellow citizens as they rushed to danger and went to work at ground zero in the pile. They represented the best, the very best, of what it means to be an American. We remember the legions of firefighters and cops and union workers from the building trades and rescue workers who worked the pile only to become sick years later. Far too many of them ultimately passing from their illnesses. More have died of those illnesses, unfortunately, than those who died at the towers.
Today and always, we renew our vow. Time shall not dim the memory of our fallen heroes. We pray that the years might ease the pain of the bereaved, but never the luster of the deeds of the fallen.
20 years later, let us work together to keep tapping into that unique American sense of resiliency. There's no better way to honor those we lost that day. There's no better way to fulfill our promise, now more important than ever, to never forget. God bless all of you. God bless America.